Hello, my name is Jeff Hayjick. I am the owner and founder of Valaction Continuous Improvement and the author of What Do You Mean I Gotta Be Lean? The presentation you are about to watch comes from our 5S and Visual Management Lean Training on DVD. It is part of our Lean Training system and is available for purchase at www.valaction.com. Enjoy the presentation. So a good place to start is to jump right into things and explain what 5S is and what the 5S's are. 5S is basically a philosophy about creating a workspace that supports your processes. Not surprisingly, there are 5 S terms that are used to help remember the parts of the system. Sorting is getting rid of unnecessary clutter. Straightening is finding homes for everything. Scrubbing is making the workplace spotless as well as making it easy to keep clean. Standardizing is locking all the locations in place. And finally, the hardest of the S's, sustaining. A quick way to describe 5S is that it is a place for everything and everything in its place. While that's a good summary of what 5S is, it hardly scratches the surface of why you should focus on adding the philosophy to your workspace. So why is 5S promoted as one of the cornerstones of an effective lean culture? First of all, it has proven its effectiveness. A well-organized work area supports a process better than a cluttered one. It takes less time to do work because there is not as much searching and there are shorter distances to the most commonly used items. It also means better quality as clutter and dirt don't affect processes. Second, people can work together better. Because the work area is standardized, anyone can step in and know exactly where things go. If you have ever had to fill in for an absent coworker or had someone fill in for you, you know the impact that migrating tools can have on a process. But in lean organizations, the mobility is not just limited to absences. Teams have to be flexible. Job rotation is common when production is adjusted to meet changing demand. Plus, good lean managers move people around to keep them sharp and prevent boredom, as well as to get fresh eyes on processes to speed up improvements. Cross-training is much easier when a work area is standardized. 5S also makes a good first impression. Obviously, customers like to see an organized, clean workplace. You probably make assessments yourself about the quality of an organization when you go into stores or restaurants or hire professionals like plumbers. Organization is an indicator of effectiveness. But as an employee, it is not only customers that you need to impress. You also may have bankers or potential investors coming through. Would you have a good feeling about giving money to a company that looked chaotic and disorganized? And consider new hires. If you want to get the cream of the crop of new coworkers, you have to show them that they won't be struggling if they take a job working with you. If they see you scrambling to find parts or tools or files when they tour their potential new work area, they may hold out for a different offer. And finally, 5S reduces stress. Think about how you feel when you go to find a tool and it is not where you thought it was, or someone borrows something and puts it back in the wrong location. Now think about when those things happen if you're on a tight deadline or if you have an angry customer on the phone. Not having the right tools right when you need them can spike your blood pressure. Now that we have a better understanding of what you can get from 5S, let's talk a bit about the background of the philosophy. While workplace organization has been around for a long time, the specific concept of 5S comes out of Toyota's early improvement efforts. Many of the lean practices that Toyota has used over the years to great success rely on 5S to function properly. And obviously, because Toyota is a Japanese company, it makes sense that the original terms were in Japanese. Unfortunately, translation is not an exact science and it gets even more imprecise when you are limited to words that start with the letter S. As a result, there are many more than 5 S terms floating around the lean community. The 5 that Valaction uses are just one possible combination. You are likely to see many other mix and match configurations from the column at the right. Don't get wrapped around the axle about using a specific set of terms though, especially if you change jobs and end up somewhere that uses a different group than you're used to. Just keep the underlying principles in mind and you'll still make good progress. Hello, my name is Jeff Hayjick. I am the owner and founder of Valaction Continuous Improvement and the author of What Do You Mean I Gotta Be Lean? The presentation you are about to watch comes from our 5S and Visual Management Lean Training on DVD. It is part of our Lean Training system and is available for purchase at www.valaction.com. Enjoy the presentation.